We are ready to begin now with our first topic. Let's start with our first topic, that is the Alex Murdaugh's case. And this video that I have here, shared by Nerdy Addict on Twitter, body cam footage shows police arriving at Alex Murdaugh's home after his wife and son were killed on June 7, 2021. Some of the footage was redacted by the court. But this clip is the one that we have to see, because the case in well, if you're not aware, I'm gonna read briefly 20 seconds about this case. Alex Murdaugh, the once powerful scion of a South Carolina legal dynasty, is on trial for the slayings of his wife and son. Prosecutors say Alex gunned down 52-year-old Maggie Murdaugh and their troubled 22-year-old son Paul on June 7, 2021. The Murdaughs, a prominent Democratic family, wielded enormous judicial and political power for nearly a century. But the family's dominance began to wane after Paul, the son, was criminally charged for a deadly 2019 boat wreck that triggered a series of lawsuits and threatened to expose his father's financial schemes. That's what we know. If you go for the complete timeline of Alex Murdaugh's case, well, that has everything. I already mentioned this. It has for 3 Netflix documentaries between grifts and all kind of things happening around here. Maybe at some point I will do a complete timeline. Maybe I will do that. But for the time being, we're gonna jump into this video. This is the video that right at the moment the police arriving to the crime scene and meeting him. So I'm gonna play it first from beginning to end, and I'm gonna play it from beginning to end, and then we're gonna review it.
They are dead, aren't they?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
Where are you now? All right. Yeah, the police are here now. The police are here now.
Affirmative.
My brother.
Okay. When was the last time you were here with them? Or talked to them or anything like that?
It was earlier tonight. I don't know the exact time, but
Okay.
I left. I was probably gone an hour and a half from my mom's, and I saw them about 45 minutes before that.
Okay.
I rode around with Paul for 2 hours this afternoon in the pickup truck.
That's your son, Paul? Okay.
Somebody go to check them.
Yes, sir. They've already checked them.
They did check them.
Yes, sir.
It's official that they're dead.
Yes, sir. That's what it looks like.
I'm sorry.
No. You're fine.
I'm very sorry. Gotta call her parents.
What's her name?
Her name is Maggie Murdaugh. Margaret Brandstetter Murdaugh. How you doing?
What's her birthday?
Okay, I'm gonna pause in here. I'm gonna pause here just to review the last line that he actually was sobbing, and someone crossed his line of sight, and he just went like, "Hey, how you doing?" He went full joy from Friends.
How you doing?
How are you doing? But we're gonna go to the beginning. Let's go to the beginning. So he's in distress. The police arrives. I see that his facial expression, the one that you're seeing right here. Let me activate. I'm going to activate quickly my cursor. So it's fair to point out. Okay, this facial expression his facial expression usually is like that. It's very much like that. So it's a bit hard to tell if he was really sad or distressed, because he has this slight turning of the inner eyebrows upwards. That is part of his baseline. So it was a bit hard to confirm that he was actually distressed. Now, we cannot repeat this over and over again. We cannot really know how could we react in a situation like this. So everybody could react in different ways, but we can also say that some attitudes, some behaviors can be suspicious, like the one that I'm gonna show you right here. Okay, I have to say this. I usually don't say this, but the crying and the sobbing looks and sounds absolutely fake. I'm not someone that takes this kind of things like easily, but no, this man is actually forcing that sobbing. He is not actually forcing that sobbing, and I'm gonna tell you. And there's one way to confirm that: when he talks, when he speaks.
Randy. Where are you now? All right. Yeah, the police are here now. The police are here now.
Okay, when he says the police are here now, his voice breaks a bit. That is consistent with someone that is distressed at that moment. But let's see what happens next.
Here now. That's my brother.
Okay. When was the last time you were here with them? Or talked to them or anything like that?
It was earlier tonight.
Okay, when he says it was earlier tonight, his voice is not breaking anymore. It broke when he was saying that he was talking to his brother, but when he's talking about the last time he saw or he spoke to his wife and to his son, his voice doesn't break. That is just something to consider. That is a bit of a red flag.
It was earlier tonight. I don't know the exact time, but
Okay.
I left. I was probably gone an hour and a half from my mom's, and I saw them about 45 minutes before that.
His voice is not breaking. And as you can see, as I was telling you, he doesn't really have a sad expression, but his expression is like the one that you're seeing. I would not be that suspicious. I don't think this would be that suspicious that he has this face. That's his usual, that his baseline. So, in other words, my opinion is that there is nothing to see in these 2 or 3 seconds that he is talking. But let's move on.
Okay.
I rode around with Paul for 2 hours this afternoon in the pickup truck.
That's your son, Paul? Okay.
The way he talks about previous events sounds also consistent. I rode around with Paul for 2 hours this afternoon in a pickup truck. That sounds about the way that you will describe something very succinct, very short, and to the point. I think that is the way that one will describe that.
I was this afternoon in the pickup truck.
That's your son, Paul? Okay.
Somebody going to check them?
Yes, sir. They've already checked them.
They did check them?
Yes, sir.
It's official that they're dead?
Yes, sir. That's what it looks like.
I don't know, but I have a very bad feeling when he begins to ask repeatedly if they checked them. They checked them. And regardless that we can say, how do you react in a moment like this? I usually mean in terms of your body language and behavior, but words are a different thing. Yeah, you could be in a state of shock, but I think the way he asks for confirmation that his wife and his son are dead, it's a bit impersonal. It's my opinion. Maybe you have another opinion, but did you check? Did you like you were checking? I don't know. It sounds quite impersonal.
Okay.
I rode around with Paul for 2 hours this afternoon in the pickup truck.
That's your son, Paul? Okay.
Am I going to check them?
Yes, sir. They've already checked them.
They did check them?
Yes, sir.
This is official that they're dead?
Yes, sir. That's what it looks like.
Notice there is also this detail. When he gets the confirmation that they are dead, you really don't see any reaction. You can expect he's asking, did you check them? Can we confirm that they are dead? Which in itself, it's a bit strange. Did you check? Did you check? But when he confirms that, he gets the confirmation, he has no reaction.
So that they're dead?
Yes, sir. That's what it looks like.
It's just the same sobbing. There's no change in reaction. You can expect that there's anything different from what he's showing to that point. I saw this as the biggest red flag. You expect some kind of reaction because you have the confirmation that your wife and your son are dead. So having no reaction under those circumstances is extremely odd. I mean, you can have different reactions. Many people can have different reactions or people can react differently to that event. But no reaction to that confirmation, it's the thing that is odd. But I would like to know what is your opinion on this.
I'm sorry.
No. You're fine.
I'm very sorry. Gotta call her parents.
What's her name?
Her name is Maggie Murdoch. Margaret Brandstetter Murdoch. How you doing?
Yeah, he names his wife. He gives the name of his wife to the officer, and someone comes along and he just nods saying, "How you doing?" This is the craziest thing. Even if you're an empath, you should be in such a state of shock that you're not processing what is around you. That it's something that just doesn't match. Again, every person could react differently, but there are things that just doesn't make sense. We could be desperate. We could be, in many ways, in a state of shock. But you don't just flip from your state of shock. You greet someone and you come back to your state of shock. That doesn't work like that. So that's one of the red flags. The non-reaction here after he confirms that his wife and his son are dead. And, well, the voice breaking at the start of the video, before beginning to talk with the police officers, before all the confirmation, it just doesn't make sense. It's a huge red flag.
Where are you now? All right. Yeah, the police are here now. The police are here now.
Affirmative.
That's my brother.
Okay.
Again, in the rest, talking about his body language, we don't have enough information about body movement, his trajectory, the way he covers himself with his arms. I would not make any guesses in here. I think that will be fairly normal. If we watch it without sound, I always recommend that you watch videos without sound. I don't see any odd with his body language, and it's quite random the way he covers himself with his arms. I don't see any pattern. I don't see that's the problem. You don't see any change of pattern or reaction from talking to his brother to the confirmation of the deaths to beginning to give the details. Rather odd. In this case, the non-reaction is what is strange. But as usual, I would like to know, what do you think about this in the comments? This is not the last time I will be reviewing this case. As I'm telling you, there's an ongoing trial. And if you have any other clues about this case, please send me those clues. Tag me on Twitter. There's my Twitter, Kinesics. And that is the easiest way to tag me on any clips or any videos that you can have for me to analyze. Maybe I will not follow the entire trial, which is too long, but I could take a look at any concrete clips, specific clips like this one.